Hi and welcome. All right, so today we're going to be making a standard card. So a standard card for me is just one that you simply just fold in half, simply open and shut. It could be landscape or it can be portrait. Either way, it's just a standard and a very simple card to make. All right, so my card measures 5 by 7 when closed. The paper that I am using, this is about 310 GSM, so it's fairly hard, and it measures 10 inches by 7 inches long. All right, and we're going to fold in half at the 10 inch on the 10 inch side. All right, so today I'll be using my score tool, but for those of you who don't or are beginners, you can just simply just fold your card in half. All right, however, I'm going to put my card on the score tool and I'm going to score at 5 down the middle, and there I have my card. So again, it could be landscape or it could be portrait, but today I'm going to be making a landscape card, and again it's going to be very simple. All right, very basic. Okay, so again, all right, so this is my 5 by 7 card. I'm going to be using Mushka pattern paper. Oh my goodness, look at this. And I'm going to be making a Father's Day card. My the front of the card is going to be 4 and I think it's 4.75 by 6.75. So 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. So basically I'm just going to be leaving a slight white border all around. All right, so there, that's how it would look. All right, so I'm going to glue this down, and the glue that I am using, I've placed it into another bottle, but this is Yoo-hoo glue that I am using. It's going to have your card very strong. This is not going anywhere. All right, so I'm going to glue this down. All right, and then I'm going to take another strip of the same material. This measures again 6 3/4 by 1 inch, the glue. And what I did is I took another piece of card, the piece that I had trimmed off from this one, and I layered it under, I put it under this blue one, and just cut it off such that it just leaves a thin piece of the white, just so that it wouldn't clash with the other pattern paper when I put it down. So if you think about it, I'm making it's going to look like, or appear to look like, a shirt, part of a shirt. So that's the seam that comes down, so it doesn't have to run in line with the other pattern. So I'm going to place that here. I think that looks pretty good here, so I'm going to glue that down. All right, so I'm just placing it slightly off of the edge here, so it still leaves a piece there. Let's stick that down. Perfect. All right, and then now let's make the collar. So what I have here is a piece of, and I didn't measure this, I really eyeball this. So this is going to be 4 inches. So it's going to be 4 inches long, and then by 2 inches, and then this other portion is through just under 4. So I would say 3 7/8, but you can make it 4 as well. All right, so this is going to layer right on top here to make my collar. All right, and again I just trimmed it with some white paper, just so that it wouldn't clash with the pattern. Again, this is simple and easy to make. this on top. Great. All right, so now let's put on our pocket. So I have a die that cuts out, that cut this shape. So for those of you who don't know what a die is just a metal piece that you would run through your cutting machine, whatever cutting machine. Not, I don't mean any Cricut or Silhouette. This is more of well, mine is scissors, but they have them in various brands, but it's a cutting machine. So you basically, what you do, it can emboss as well. What you do is you put your, let me see, you put your paper, take your paper and you rest your die on top of it, and you take it and you put it, run it through your machine, and it cuts out the shape. So this is the shape, this is the pocket shape, and if you look good, it has like nice indentation, so it actually has a pattern, like if you, this is a real pocket. So that I'm going to place on two-sided tape just to give it a lift and place here. If you do not have a pocket die, what you can do, mine measures 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So no, sorry, it's going to be 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. So let me show you quickly how to make a quick pocket if you don't have this die. So you're going to take your cutting machine and you're going to measure 2 3/4 or whatever size you want. It could be any size. So once you get the general idea, and the 3 1/4, right? What we're going to do, for ease, I'm just going to use my scoring tool, and I'm going to take a pencil and look for the, try to pick up the middle. So it would be 1 1/2, just down from 1 1/2 there about. All right, and the pocket, this pocket, see, is about 2 3/4. Okay, 2 3/4. So I will look for 2 3/4, which is just about there. 2 3/4 is just about there. And my middle is just about here, 2 3/4. So all I'm doing is coming up, trying to find my middle point, which will be the point of the pocket, and then the edges here. I think I can come up a little higher, so I think I would come up at like a 3 3/4 inch. So let's do that on both sides. 3/4, 1 2 3. So 2 1/2. We come up there. Now all we're doing is taking our scissors and we're cutting from the middle point here at the 2 3/4 mark, which is about just under 1 1/2, and this one is 3/4 up from the bottom. And we're going to take it and we're going to cut it on one side, and then take the other end, and again we cut into the middle mark, and there we have our pocket. All right, simple. All right, so don't mind mine would have a little fancy piece, but outside of that, there's your pocket. You can use this. All right, so again, as I mentioned earlier, I'll be layering it on top of the card using some two-sided tape. So I have some two-sided tape. I usually take I like to know that my cards go off, that they're very strong. All right, so this is a titanium non-stick scissors, so it is used primarily to cut tape, because the adhesive wouldn't stick to the glue, or the stickiness wouldn't stick onto the actual scissors of itself. So again, another tip for beginners or anybody interested in card making have different scissors for different stuff. So I have a scissors for my tape, I have a scissors for paper, I have a scissors for ribbons, but don't use the ribbon on the paper and it wears it down. And I've had my scissors for years. All right, the scissors I use is Tim Holtz, and this one is just a non-stick scissors I found on Instagram. I think it came in a pack of 2. All right, so I'm going to place my pocket right here. Good. All right, next we're going to put on the buttons. So those of you who throw away clothes, just remember to take off the buttons and any little accessories, because they do come in handy if you like scrapbooking or if you do like making cards. They do come in handy. So I'm going to place these. I was thinking 4, but it may just work with 3 buttons coming down. All right, so now it's starting to look like a masculine card. And masculine cards, guys, they are the hardest cards to make, especially if you don't have a theme. Oh, it is ridiculously hard. So those of you, Father's Day is coming up, and for those of you who may just want to make, you know, your dad a personalized card, this is a quick and easy card that you can do. And there you have your card. You can put your sentiment here. I'm going to put on my sentiment later, but this you can put your sentiment here. I'm also going to put on some shades. You don't have to, but you know, my dad is a cool dad, so yeah, I want to put some shades there, like if it's coming out of the pocket. All right, again, this is Yoo-Hoo glue. I just placed it in a small tip. I'm in a bottle with a smaller tip. I am going to so what I did, I have shades, a die for shades, and I have cut it out in black glitter cardstock, and I also cut it out in metallic black, so that I get the actual lenses to look a little glossy. All right, so I'm going to put a thin piece of tape. You can choose to use your if you have like a Xyron or a sticker maker, you can use that. Let me see how we can position it. We can position it this way, like that. So you have your glasses hanging from your pocket because you're just a cool dad. And then we're going to put in our lenses in there. All right, so the first one, I think it might be, yeah, I'll put it on this a little bit. Let me push that in there. And we're going to take our other one and put it in there. So every card, regardless of what style of card I make or box, whatever, it must have words. That's just me. So on the inside, I always use the seal, just like the outside. I cut my cardstock down just under I think it's a 1/4 inch down. So the card is 5 by 7, so my inner piece will always be, once my card is 5 by 7, my inner piece would be 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. All right, and I'm going to stick that on the inside here. So again, it's my glue. And this is something simple and easy. In no time we are finished. Alright. there, and then you can insert your words here, and the paper then would be just under that. So again, if you get in somebody, if you're going to writing your words to whoever, you can cut another piece that would measure 4.5 by 6.5, and that would just go inside here, and then you can write on your piece, or you can print it like what I do. All right, so I'll put that on later, but look, there you go. How long did that take? And this pattern is lovely. So again, you can check out Mushka Clip Arts. She has loads of stuff over there. You can get all sorts of stuff. So this is a lovely piece, a lovely pattern that she has there for Father's Day, more masculine look. Again, it could go for any occasion, as I say with all my cards. You can change it up to suit any occasion. So this could be a birthday for a male, this could be a Father's Day card, which it is. So again, you know, so if you like, you like what you see, you can go ahead, follow me on Instagram or TikTok at LB Creations, and you can see my lovely mix. And if just put a comment and let me know if what you like to see me make next, and maybe, just maybe, I'll make it right here for you and show you exactly what to do step by step. All right, so have a great day. Bye.